Good afternoon and welcome, and thanks for joining us today for our new knowledge session. If this is your first or you're a long time part of this program, it feels good to have you with us. This series is a professional development workshop series that we developed in 2014 to support our Washington County Business Challenge as a way to continue professional development for our participants, but it's just kind of grew into becoming a statewide initiative, and we're happy to be part of it. My name is Sandy Ratliff. I am with Locus, formerly known as Virginia Community Capital. We changed our name last month. We do lending, investing, and community services, and this is part of the programs that we do in our Community Innovation and Services program. We're happy to partner in this program with the Washington County Chamber of Commerce, the Virginia Highlands Small Business Incubator located in Abington, and the town of Abington. We couldn't do this without this collaboration, and we sure couldn't do it without all the presenters and sponsors that helped us throughout the years. Now, today's session is being recorded for education and training purposes, and we will be sharing this with you afterwards, that if you miss something or you want to share with someone else within your network, you're feel free to do that. And in order to keep the webinar flowing, we do have everyone muted. However, this is a workshop, and if you have a question for our presenter today, please post those in the Q&A section, and we will address those specifically after the session and possibly in between. But we do want to hear from you, and we want to get the most out of this. We are delighted again to have our favorite presenter, Courtney Stringer. Courtney is our Grow with Google coach. She will be leading today's session, and she's been leading this whole program since we started in July. You may know Courtney. She has been been involved in economic and community development in Southwest Virginia for a number of years, and she's very passionate about her community support, but also helping small businesses, and she's the right person to be leading today's session. So Courtney, I'm going to turn it over to you, and look forward to your presentation. Thanks.
Thank you, Miss Sandy. Did you have a video you wanted to show?
No, I've already done it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Sounds good. So thank you all for being here with us today and taking time out of your busy days. Thank you to Sandy and the New Knowledge team. We really appreciate you all letting us be a part of this program. And for those of you who have been with us for the past 7 sessions, I can't believe it's been that many already, and that we're getting close to the end of this program. But I have 2 of my colleagues and friends and our Grow with Google coaches who I have on a webinar to present to you all today. I will still be on here and answer questions at the end, but I thought it would be nice for you all to see a different face today. So I'm going to share that with you now.
There we go. Okay, it takes a little bit of a minute to get a remote control going here when we're switching back and forth. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you, Matt. I just want to give a little background about myself. I'm out here in Oregon, and I actually got started in 2016 with retail and e-commerce on a main street here in Klamath Falls, Oregon. So this webinar today really has a special place in my heart. I really enjoy e-commerce and retail, and I just love helping small businesses. So thank you for being here today. So let's go ahead and get started with our webinar. Increase your holiday sales using Google tools. So every purchase starts with curiosity, right? So whenever, however, and wherever curiosity sparks, our brands need to be ready with a message. Google can help show this message to potential customers wherever they are so they can start spending. Today, we're going to explore how to use Google Business Profiles to share shopping info and help people discover you, not just this holiday season, but 365 days a year. We're going to discuss how to list your products on Google, even if you don't have an e-commerce website. We're going to talk about how to set yourself up for success. And lastly, we'll give you additional resources so you can continue learning. Just a quick note about this webinar today. The tools and the strategies in this presentation will apply to businesses selling physical products that can be purchased. They do not apply to digital products or to someone selling on a marketplace like Amazon or Etsy. You must own your website platform for this webinar to work for you. So whether you own a brick and mortar store, an e-commerce business, or you're an omni-channel like I was, meaning you sell both in-store and online, what you will learn from Teresa and I today can help you turn curious shoppers into paying customers. Here is an activity you can do after this workshop today. If you could tell customers 3 things about your business, what would those 3 things be? Here's another way to think about it. When your business appears online, this is an opportunity to share a message. So what is your message going to be? I want you to spend some time after this presentation today to think about that. Here's a few ideas that I'm going to give you to help spark this brainstorm for later on. The kinds of messages you could think about promoting could be promoting holiday deals or discounts. Maybe you want to promote a message about these holiday gift sets you have. Or how about talking about in-stock inventory? Maybe you want to talk about gift wrapping services and details about when and where and when and how much. You could talk about shopping hours, maybe even shipping and return policies. So now let's take a look at how Google can help you share these messages online for free. Let's start with one of my favorites, a Google business profile. Did you know that 2/3 of US consumers say that's important to them to shop small local businesses? I personally love talking about unique small businesses, especially retail, as you know. So today I'm going to introduce a business called Woodward Throwbacks, located in Michigan. The owners here, Bo and Kyle, got started by furnishing their own apartment with roadside cast-offs that they found littering the streets of Detroit. They would scout the city for wood, metal, signage, and similar items and transform them into tables, cabinets, and other home goods. Bo and Kyle had a great idea at the right time and quickly turned this into a business. They went from a 1-car garage to a 24,000 square foot facility. But how did they do this? Let's take a look. On this screen here is your business profile and how it appears on a mobile device. You have the name, reviews, photos and videos that owners and managers can upload, highlights, the location, phone number, and more. If you have ever searched Google for a specific business, you've probably seen a similar business profile. Now on a laptop or a desktop computer, this displays on the right side of your screen. A business profile offers a look into all of the key information about your business. You can use it to highlight special holiday shopping hours, share updates, product offers, and even promote events like Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, which I'm sure you are planning if not already have. Here you can also highlight products available in your store and on your website if you use a point of sale system, which I will show you and talk to you about later. You can read reviews and more. Your business profile also appears on Google Maps. So let's say someone in Detroit wanted to find a unique Christmas gift for a family member. They, like 2/3 of US shoppers, believe it's important to support local small businesses. So they start with a Google search, typing Christmas gifts near me. And at the top of the page, they might see a map highlighting potential stores near you with gift ideas. Or maybe they started directly on Google Maps. But either way, if they were searching in Detroit, they may find Woodward Throwbacks on the list. Along with the business name, they would see location info pinned on the map right there, plus all of the key info we just discussed. A business profile, which is totally free, Give shoppers the information needed to take a step further with your business. Google search data reflects that searches containing words "near me" in stock have grown in the US by more than 90%. So let's talk about creating a business profile. Google business profiles are available for businesses with physical locations that are open to customers, as well as businesses that provide services in a local area, such as a plumber, for example. You probably already have a Google business profile, but if not, you can follow these steps to get started. The first step is going to be visiting www.google.com/business. There, you'll claim or create your business profile. Once you've done that, you'll request a verification. Now, keep in mind there are multiple different verifications available. Some people will receive a postcard in the mail in 7 to 14 days. Some people that have the option of a text or a phone call. And sometimes Google even wants you to take a short video to get verified. Once you have created or claimed your profile, you or anyone you assign as a manager can edit and update business information directly on Google search results page. To make updates, make sure you are signed in with the correct Gmail. Then all you need to do is do a Google search for your business name. You should see your business appear with icons that allow various edits. Let's explore those. Clicking the Edit Profile icon lets you access and update basic business information like a business description, your address, and your hours of operation. Home-based businesses that serve clients in their local community are generally eligible for a business profile also. These businesses can hide their addresses from public view. One way to help your business stand out on Google is by selecting attributes that apply directly to your business. Attributes highlight details about your business with images to help them stand out. We have Asian-owned, Latino-owned, veteran-owned, Black-owned, LGBTQ+-owned, and women-owned. So not only do these images you see signal pride in your identity, but they can attract shoppers who make an effort to support these communities. It's also important to note that I have noticed personally and with my clients that these images are actually only visible on the Google Business Profile on mobile phones. So if you're viewing your profile and you don't see it, go ahead and go over to your mobile phone and take a look, and it should be there. We have noticed this recently, so I just wanted to throw that little tip out to you. So you can check your business profile to see what additional attributes are available for your business, like wheelchair accessibility, what type of payments are accepted, and more. So on this slide here, it shows you how to add attributes to your business profile from the search result page. So you click Edit Profile, click More, then From the Business. Now keep in mind that Google regularly adds attributes, so check back in periodically for updates. So let's say a shopper needs to buy a Christmas gift on Christmas Eve. Maybe they want to swing by on their lunch or after work. One likely question will be, especially on Christmas Eve, is your store open? Searches for store open have increased by 400% in the last year. And an up-to-date business profile lets shoppers know if the store is open or closed by listing regular shopping hours as well as holiday shopping hours. This is straightforward, so I'll quickly go over this. And if you need additional help or have any questions about the Google Business Profile or editing hours, please email me in that contact at the end and at the beginning. So quickly, to edit the hours, you're going to click Edit Profile, and you'll see the business info section. Just select the hours, hover your cursor over the area you want to manage until you see the pencil. Clicking that will allow you to make edits. Just check the box next to each day your business is open and use the drop-down menu to select the hours. Make sure you click Save when done to save all of the changes. You can now add more hours in section labeled Add More Hours. This is a pretty cool tool. So this is going to allow you to layer time frames on top of regular hours to highlight specific services. So for example, a restaurant may want to highlight happy hours. A pharmacy may want to highlight just when the drive-through window is open. You, as a brick and mortar store, may want to highlight your small business Saturday hour sales or your Black Friday hours, because generally you're open early on Black Friday, right? So if your business is going to have different business hours during the holiday season, make sure you highlight those too. Shoppers are often looking for deals. I know I am. So 70% of shoppers in a survey recently said that deals, discounts, and special promotions make a difference on where they shop. So remember at the beginning of this workshop when I asked you to think about the 3 messages that you want to communicate to your shoppers? Well, this next feature called Posts can help you do that, and it can help you highlight deals and promotions as well. You can use Posts to highlight important info for shoppers, special offers, in-store events, new products, and more. This slide shows 2 posts. One from my old store and the other from Woodward Throwbacks about updated showroom hours and an offer for free shipping on reclaimed service boards. They also have used Posts to announce events. So if you have any upcoming events for the holidays, make sure you capitalize on these free tools. So to publish a post, start by viewing your business profile on a Google search results page and click the Add Update icon. If you don't see this, click the arrow down next to the visible icons to see the See More option. From the Add icon, choose the type of post you want to create. Do you want to create an update, an offer, or an event? All you need to do is follow the prompts and make sure you include adding a very nice photo. You can always click the preview button to see how it will look to shoppers. If you are satisfied, click Post, or you can go back and make any edits that you wish. Another important issue to pay attention to is customer reviews. 64% of US holiday shoppers using Google said they did so for discovery and inspiration. Customer reviews can be important in influencing the purchaser's decisions. You can also use the business profile to connect with customers in a variety of ways, include reading and responding to reviews, enabling direct messaging, and public Q&As. And all of this content, we go more in detail in our Google Business Profile Workshop webinar. And if you're curious about that, you can send us a message or look on the Grow with Google YouTube as well. Okay, so I want to do a little pro tip about responding to reviews, because believe it or not, many business owners really struggle with responding to reviews. So our recommendation is to keep all reviews short, sweet, polite, and professional. And responding as quickly as possible is also a perk. But what happens when someone leaves a negative review? We ask that you just address it constructively and also encourage the customer to contact you privately to resolve this issue. And if the customer who left the negative review does contact you and the issue is resolved, you can actually ask the customer to modify this review or totally remove it entirely. Keep in mind that Google won't remove negative reviews. Google can only remove reviews that violate the Google's guidelines. There is one way to report a review if you do think it violates the guidelines. You'll click on the three-dot icon to get Google to review it. If it violates their icon, you should see a little drop down that says report reviews, and that will let them know to take a look at it. Positive customer reviews build trust and credibility, right? I want you to know that it's also one of the most important aspects of a business profile for ranking organically on Google. To get more reviews, click the icon that says Ask for Reviews. This feature will give you options to ask for reviews, whether it be through social media, through email, through a text, or you can even just copy the link and paste it anywhere you'd like. One little tip I want to give out to e-commerce and brick and mortar stores, since we're all here together today, that worked really well for me is consider creating a QR code that links directly to this Google review page and print it on your e-commerce and brick and mortar receipts. So then all the customer has to do is scan that code on the receipt to leave you a Google review. I also found that incentivizing purchases with discounts help build loyalty and get these Google reviews. And both are equally as important. Now, let's start finally talking about showing off your products. Highlighting products on your business profile can encourage potential customers to learn more about them. Remember, people seeing your business profile already have shown some level of interest based on how they searched. Showing a variety of attractive product images can pique their interest even more. And even if you don't have an e-commerce website, you can give shoppers a good feel for products they can buy when they visit your brick and mortar store. So here's how to set it up the first time. Click Edit Products and then Get Started. You'll then be prompted to enter information like the product name, a category, a photo, the price or price range, a description, and an optional button if you want to link to your website. Take a look at the message down here on this slide. Woodward Throwbacks, take a message that we see on this slide here, and it says that Woodward Throwbacks sees 64,466 potential customers are viewing their Google profile every month. So this means that this is a huge opportunity to showcase your products for free more than 64,000 times. And that's a pretty good motivation for me to add my products to Google. Amazing. All right. So another pro tip, and something that I'm really excited about, and I tell every retail owner that I know about, is the free tool called Pointy. So for those of you out there with brick and mortar retail stores, there's a free tool and it's called Pointy. In a nutshell, what Pointy is Pointy offers retailers a way to add in-store products to Google without any manual data entry. So how does Pointy work? You will use Pointy to connect your point of sale system to Google. If you use a system like Square, Clover, or Lightspeed, you can download the Pointy app to add your products to Google. Alternatively, you can also order a free device called the Pointy Box that plugs in between your barcode scanner and your point of sale system. Scan your products as you sell them, and as you do that, the products are added to the Google business profile in a section labeled See What's in Store. Now, nearby searchers can see what you have to offer and check stock availability. These products will also surface on Google Search, Maps, and Shopping. So you should consider using Pointy if you have a permanent physical store that customers can visit, if your products carry UPC barcodes that you can scan at the register, if you are located in the US, Canada, the UK, or Ireland, And if you want to learn more or get started with Pointy, I highly recommend you visit pointy.withgoogle.com to do so. So this is a little recap of what we've gone over so far. My half of the presentation is winding down, and I know that was a lot of information, but now you know some ways to reach more shoppers at no cost. The next part of the presentation, I'm going to turn it over to Teresa, where she'll get into the nitty-gritty details of the Google Merchant Center. Thank you so much for having me here today, and Teresa, take it away.
All right, thank you, Chelsea. And again, I'm Teresa Hager, and I am the Michigan Grow with Google Digital Coach. So now I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to move on to another way for you to showcase your products on Google using a no-cost tool called Merchant Center. Now, this is a great tool for both brick and mortar retail stores and online-only retailers. But I do want to point out that the Merchant Center is for physical products only and cannot be used for digital products, services, or real estate. So Merchant Center lets you manage how your in-store and online product inventory appears in Google. When you set up your Google account in Merchant Center, you've taken the first step toward reaching hundreds of millions of people who are making shopping-related searches on Google every day. And that includes the early holiday shoppers. With Merchant Center, you can manage things like your images, your pricing, and the descriptions of your products. Plus, you can know which products are in stock, have limited stock, or that are out of stock. Now let's talk about where your products may show up on Google. So products for Merchant Center are eligible to appear in Google's search results. It can show some or all of the information you enter for products in varying placements and formats. In the example shown on the slide, the product information for Woodward Throwback's salvaged classroom door appears in the Google search results. You can see product details like the dimensions, pricing, a delivery time frame, and confirmation that the door is in stock. And by the way, sometimes you'll see a row of products appearing above or on the side of the search results. And these are shopping ads that also use information from Merchant Center. However, these are separate paid ads. So another location where your products are eligible to be shown is in the Shopping tab. So look at the top of the search results page, and you'll find a tab labeled Shopping. All of the results in the Shopping tab are products that are eligible for purchase. And these results are called free listings. Clicking on the product shown for more information, as you can see, when you click on the product, you can get more information. As you can see here with the Woodward Throwback salvaged classroom door on this slide. That is a mouthful to say. So right next to the shopping results, you'll find the image results. And these images can be pulled from various websites across the internet, and they're not all necessarily for sale. But if the image does represent an item available for purchase, it will include a label shaped like a price tag. And this is called a product annotation. And it means that by clicking on it, it can offer a path to purchase that product. Now, many shoppers use the image results early in their shopping stage to help them find inspiration and ideas or to hone in on the products they might want to buy. And this can include those early holiday shoppers too. For example, someone looking for an interesting door might start with searches like vintage door or rustic door. And if they see something they like and it's marked with the product label, like the salvage classroom door on this slide, they can click through and find out more about purchasing it. hang on, I think went back. Yeah, I missed a slide there here. Okay, so now that I've shown you where the inventory in Merchant Center is eligible to be shown on Google, let me show you a high-level overview of how Merchant Center works. You'll start by creating a free account. And if you already have a Google Ads account for your business, be sure that you sign up for Merchant Center using the same Google account, meaning using the same email that you use for your Google Ads. And then next, you're going to upload your images and information for your products. And once you create that account and upload those products, those products are eligible to surface across Google, like in the search results, the shopping results, and the image results. So like I said, this was a high-level brief overview. But to help you with the setup, there is an onboarding guide that you can access at g.co/Merchant Center Setup. And that link is on the screen there for you to look at, and it will give you all the details on how to set up your Merchant Center. And as a quick side note, if you use Pointy, and it's the tool that Chelsea just mentioned a few minutes ago, it will automatically set up a Merchant Center account and create local product feed for you. And some of the e-commerce platforms offer automatic integration with Merchant Center, but I'm going to cover that here in just a little bit. So one thing to consider, when you set up your Merchant Center account, you must choose where the customers are going to go to check out or go through the checkout process. So if you have an e-commerce website, you can direct customers directly there, and that's where they can complete the purchase. But if you have a brick and mortar store, you can show your products, and then you can encourage the customers to come in and buy the products in your store. So how do you add products to Merchant Center? If you're working directly in Merchant Center, you can add the products two ways. The first one is by adding products manually. And if you just have a handful of products, this might be the easiest route for you. But if you have a large inventory that you want to upload, it might be much more efficient to create a product feed. And a product feed is just a basic spreadsheet that you're going to upload into Merchant Center. And if you're not sure where to start, Merchant Center has a template that you can use. And that template is referenced in the onboarding guide that I talked about earlier, and it can help you get started with that template. But if you use an e-commerce system that integrates with Merchant Center, this step has already been covered for you. And some e-commerce platforms can automatically integrate with Merchant Center, creating the account and the product feed for you. While I'm not recommending any e-commerce solutions over another, some providers like Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, and GoDaddy offer Google Merchant Center integrations. So if you're using a different e-commerce platform, check its support site to see if they also partner with Merchant Center. There we go. So the Merchant Center onboarding guide will walk you through specific requirements for Merchant Center, like promoting only products available for direct purchase, providing a secure checkout process, collecting user information responsibly and securely, and publishing a return and refund policy. Now, there's a few more guidelines that are in the onboarding guide, as well as in the Merchant Center Help Center. So I would suggest going there to look for all of the requirements that are needed for Merchant Center. Okay, so I hope you have some ideas for promoting your products and your brand to shoppers for free. Once you've taken the steps to attract the potential customers, you're going to want to make sure that you set yourself up for sales success, meaning that the potential customer can easily complete the buying process. So let's take a look at 3 important tips that can help. So tip number 1 is get your web presence up to date right now. This includes your Google business profile that Chelsea just talked about, but it extends to all the places your brand appears online, including your social media. Get into the habit of reviewing all the places you show up online and keeping them all on message. So here's another interesting statistic. 72% of American shoppers said they are more likely to shop at stores where they can check if the product is in stock before they head out to the store. To encourage the shoppers to visit your store, let them know online when you have new merchandise, or give them a heads up if a product has limited inventory. Also, you can use sales and promotions to encourage early holiday shopping, highlight products and deals, and promote shipping and return offerings. So one of the best things about doing online shopping, and this is true for me, is I get to avoid the long lines at the cash registers. So here's tip number 2. Find ways to make the checkout process easier for your customers. Maybe you can streamline your online checkout, make it faster and easier for customers to complete the online transactions by reducing the number of steps or by offering a guest checkout. You can also offer consumers more options to buy your products by adding digital wallets such as PayPal and Google Pay. So here's tip number 3. Never forget to optimize for mobile. In fact, try to flip that thinking. Rather than optimizing for mobile, think mobile first. It's important to check if your website looks good when you pull it up on a smartphone. And even more important, it's easy to navigate. Even more important, make sure that it's easy to navigate and use on the mobile device. If you want help improving your mobile site, check out the free Google tool, Mobile Friendly First. This tool tests how easily a visitor can use your page on a mobile device. So you're just going to enter your URL to see how your page scores. And you can try it out at g.co/mobile friendly, and that link is on the screen right now. But one caveat is that some of the recommendations you might get will be technical, so you may want to ask a website developer for help with the advice that you're given. So, who knew there were so many free ways to tell shoppers about your business and your products? So let's recap what we've talked about today in this workshop. So here are a few next steps for you. Create or claim your Google business profile that Chelsea talked about if you already haven't done so. Then load it up with information, photos, videos, promotions, events, and updates, and read and respond to those customer reviews. Also, don't forget to add your holiday shopping hours. If you're a brick and mortar business with a point of sale system, consider trying Pointy to add your products to Google with no additional manual entry. But whether you sell in-store, online, or both, create a Merchant Center account to showcase your products across Google. And if you use an e-commerce platform, check to see if they offer automatic integration with Merchant Center. The setup might already be done. Now, these suggestions can help get people to your site, but once they arrive, make sure they can complete a purchase without hassle. The quicker and easier it is to complete the sale, the more likely it is to happen. And last but not least, don't optimize for mobile. Instead, think mobile first. So I'd like you to take a moment and think about all of the topics that we covered today. And I want you to write down at least one thing that you'll do next to increase your holiday sales online. All right, so that concludes our workshop today. And if you have any questions after you leave the workshop, you can reach out to any or all of us that presented today. And our contact information is on the slide right now. And if you got a mobile device with you or smartphone, why don't you go ahead and take a snapshot of our email addresses so that you can reach out to us. And I just want to say thank you for attending today's workshop for Main Street America.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And we are eager to learn more about your businesses and the entrepreneurs participating in our programs. So it would be a gift to Main Street America if you could complete this questionnaire that comes with this QR code here that's on your screen. It'll only take you 2 to 3 minutes to complete, but it will give us some information to allow us to bring more workshops and programs to you. So thank you again for attending the workshop, and we hope you have a great evening.
So thank you all. I hope you enjoy getting to hear Chelsea and Teresa as a breath of fresh air from hearing me for all these weeks in a row. And I have sent Sandy a PDF of all the PowerPoint slides from today's workshop. And the one there at the end, you saw my email on there as well. I did the first session of the Increase Your Sales, Holiday Sales using Google Tools. And Chelsea filled in for the second session, the West Coast time. But the QR code there on that last sheet, if you will also fill that out, our Main Street folks would love to hear from you all and what we could bring, what other resources we could bring to help your businesses. We have upcoming workshops Wednesday after next, November 15th. Use YouTube to grow your business. And then on December 6th, we have Launch Your Business with Customer-Focused Marketing. And as I said, my contact information is in there. And I would like to thank our sponsors, of course, our New Knowledge team, who has been so gracious to host us, Main Street America, Downtown Wytheville, the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center, UVA Wise, Locust, and Virginia Main Street. And Sandy, I will turn it over to you for questions.
I don't see any questions, but I do feel like even more, I knew that it was vital that small business owners, especially some of our Main Street America folks, are online and ready for e-commerce. But I think now is more than ever, if anything we've learned from when the COVID pandemic hit, how lost businesses and people are not going out shopping. And I think a lot of people is turned to online still that feel like I don't need to touch it, but it's incredibly important. But once again, I really appreciate, Courtney, you bringing this session today to our New Knowledge program. We could not do this program and have done it as long as we've had if we didn't have folks pull up their sleeves and share their expertise with our attendees. And just a reminder that today's workshop will be on our YouTube channel, New Knowledge. It'll also be uploaded to the Virginia Highlands Small Business Incubators Facebook page, and I'm sure other partners will be sharing it later on. As Courtney mentioned, I will be sending you a copy of the slides today, as well as the link to the YouTube video. And we encourage, if you found value in this, share with other business owners that could benefit from this learning process or any of the others. We've got over close to 250 workshops that we've done over the past 11 years, and it's great free training. It's just waiting on you on youtube.com/new knowledge. So hope to see you in November the 15th for our next session, and it's going to be talking about YouTube, which, hey, I love YouTube, and I probably watch YouTube more than I know I do, more than even my cable channel. So hope you can join us. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. And again, thanks for joining us. Thanks.
Thank you.
So much.
Thanks, Sandy.
Okay, bye-bye.